We have now left Hanoi and we're in a place called Cat-Ba, which is further down the coast. And we're at a pier. Welcome to Cat-Ba Pier. And basically today we are going over to a floating house. It's like a floating farm. You stay on the water in Halong Bay. You get kayaks and all sorts of stuff like that. So we're waiting for the boat. We've got a beer. Then we're going to head over. And we are here. We're on the floating house. It is in the middle of the bay. There's a few other floating houses around, but we've literally just got here. We've got a little private room. It's cool. So we came from over there. We got a little private boat to this. We have kayaks that we can use whenever we want. And then we're staying just through here. And this is our room. We've got a nice bed. This, I think we're going to be begging.
You can see the sea.
The seas through the floorboards. Happy?
Very happy, very hot.
Very hot, very sweaty.
In fact.
But we're now going to jump in because we're hot and we're sweaty. And yeah. Go. So this is one of the many homestays that you can do here in the bay. We just found it on Airbnb. There are a few. Daisy's done them previously. This one is called Saibio. But if you type in sort of water stay on Airbnb in Halong Bay, you should be able to find them. There's a mix of private rooms that we've got. There's also shared dorms. It's very quiet out here. You're literally on the water. It's amazing. Like I said, we've only just got here, but it's incredible. You've got a fridge with refreshments that you just tally down and then pay at the end. They cook you food, and it is a farm, so they've literally got fish and mussels and oysters and all sorts of stuff just growing. It's incredible. So you can see there's some shellfish down there. And they've also got fish in some of these as well. The sun is now setting. We've got some music on. We've had a few beers. And we've just pulled out the floaties. Now we bought a few things for this trip because we thought we might have used them. We bought snorkeling gear and fins, but we've not touched them. We bought these floaty systems and we've not touched them. But whilst we're here, we thought that we had to bring them out. How are we doing, sweet?
Floating about.
Floating about. Look at this.
Lovely.
The sun is now setting. We've been playing some games. Amazing.
Holly's getting a bit confusing, sweet.
How?
There's just a lot of lines.
Wow.
This is so much food.
How do you not hold it?
What's going on under here? Oh, this is where the goodness comes out. Look at this. Oh. So we have now eaten food. It was delicious. There was so much of it. I tried to eat as much seafood possible, but ran out of energy. I think what the plan is now, bearing in mind it's about 8:30, I think we're going to be getting on a kayak and we're going to be trying to find some bioluminescent plankton. Hopefully we can. I know that when Daisy's done this in the past, she's seen it. So fingers crossed. You ready for some kayaking?
I am ready for some kayaking. I'm gonna make this into one bottle though.
Oh. So we did go out last night to look for bioluminescent plankton. The night was an experience. We ended up needing to pull our kayak back with us in the water because we've got some water in it. Everything turned out fine in the end, but yeah, we did see a little bit of bioluminescent plankton, but it was only a small amount when we shook our hand. And it was an interesting night because we're in like a tin shed and it gets very hot, so we opened up all the windows, the fans going, but yeah, very warm. Anyway, we have a full day here today, so I think we're going to be trying to get in the kayaks. We're going to try our best to stay cool and drink lots of water, and we'll see. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Look at this. Whew. The views out in the bay today, however, are stunning. It's very nice. We just need to be careful of the sun because it is like 32 degrees, very humid, but it's beautiful. We're going to get back in the kayak again, hopefully not flood it this time, and have a little swim and moochie around the bay to see what we can find. We're now going to go and attempt to kayak a second time. Last night didn't work out quite as planned, as I mentioned earlier, but it's now the daylight. We're going to get in and have a kayak around the bay. Apparently, there were monkeys on one of these rocky outcrops yesterday, so fingers crossed we can see some of those. But yeah, we're just going to have a bit of an explore, see what's here. Oh, absolutely.
I didn't want to be filmed.
Cheers. So we've had a bit of a chill and the sun is now setting. It's absolutely beautiful and the temperature has dropped considerably, which is amazing because I've not stopped sweating for the last 24 hours and there's nowhere to get away from the heat. So we're enjoying a cold beer, and then I think what we're going to do is once we finished our drinks, we're going to get in the kayaks again and we're going to go around again because it's much cooler. As you can probably see from the end of my nose, I'm a little bit burnt. And we're in the kayak. Let's go and have an explore. Hello! So that didn't go to plan. The kayak started to sink. We're not having much luck with kayaks, so I'm going to get into a different one and fingers crossed this one stays afloat. It's so peaceful coming out here and kayaking. Everything's nice and quiet. You can hear the insects and the birds. It's very serene. Now this isn't actually Halong Bay. This is a small sort of subsection of Halong Bay. It's another little bay area. But the water's very calm, it's very warm, which unfortunately doesn't give you much respite from the rest of the heat. But it's just stunning. Look at all of the wonderful mountains and the sun is setting over there. Awesome. I realise it's quite difficult to see on film, but there are birds of prey. I think they're kites flying around up there too. The moon's coming out. And I'm just chilling in the kayak. So I didn't see any monkeys whilst I was kayaking, but we can see them now and they're on the rock behind us. You can see one just there. See, it's climbing down. There it is.
I see it on the way.
And I think they're going into that little hole cavey bit.
Fire went out, lights went down. When you feel lost in your shadow.
The weather has finally hit us. We're now in the middle of a tropical cyclone thing. It's our final morning. We managed to get some sleep after the storm, which was good. Everything's cooled down, which is great. And we've now got breakfast. This morning we've got crepes. We've got some cakey things, which we have no idea what they are. Have you had one yet?
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, similar to a fit roll, maybe?
Interesting.
Nice.
And then we've got some fruit, jams, coffees, essential hydration and vitamins. So we've got about an hour left here on the floating house before we're getting picked up. And we're going to be spending a night in Kappa, which is the little island that we first got to that brings us here. We've only got 3 more days until we leave and we go back to the UAE. So we're spending a night in Kappa. Then we're going to get hopefully a bus back to Hanoi. Got then 2 days in Hanoi, and then that's it, we're done. But yeah, floating house, it was an interesting experience. I think both of us can agree it was ridiculously hot the whole time we were here. But with there being storms like earlier this morning, the temperature's massively dropped and it's very comfortable now. But yeah, awesome experience. And that is our time on the floating house complete. We're back on the boat again and it is time to go back. Here we go. Oh, and we finally checked into our next hostel. We've opted for a twin room. There weren't any doubles available, but it doesn't really matter. The AC is delightful. I think we will never miss out on AC again. The last couple of days have been very hot. Anyway, that is this video. I don't think there's much more that I can add on, so I'm gonna wrap the video up now. We do still have about 3 days left. We're spending this time in Kappa, as I've already said, and then we're going to go down to Hanoi, which I may or may not film just because it's the last couple of days of the trip, so we'll see. But anyway, until then, see you in the next one.